Welcome to the Center of Key. In today's class, we're going to be focusing on doing some exercises to improve our flexibility and our ability to do a forward bend. A lot of people struggle with being able to bend forwards, and there's lots of different approaches that you can take to be able to get better at your forward bends. So today's class is one sequence or an example of a sequence you can do to work on your forward bends to improve your spine flexibility. So let's get on our mats and get started. So we'll begin on our hands and knees in this position where the hands are under the shoulders and knees are under the hips, and we're just going to do some cat-cow. So we start by taking a breath in, and on the exhale, arching the back up, squeezing, tucking the head, looking to your belly button and pushing through the hands. And then breathe in, come into a flat back. And on the exhale, we want to draw the belly down, lift the head, feel the throat stretch, push into the hands and squeeze into the back. And then breathe in, come to center. Nice natural spine. And then exhale, draw the belly up, tuck the head under, push with the hands nice and strongly into the floor as you tuck the tailbone under. And then breathe in, come to neutral spine. Just softening there for a moment. And then exhale, squeeze the back, looking up, pushing through the hands. Feel the throat lengthen and the back squeeze. And then one more breath into the center, just relaxing there for a sec. And then exhale, drawing the belly up, tucking the head under, squeeze everything out as you lift and arch the back. Lovely. And then inhale, coming to center. All right, so walk your knees through. We're going to lie down on the back now. Just take a moment there. Feel the work you've done just in that first sequence. And now we're going to take the feet nice and wide. So if you can get the feet wider than your mat, that's great. I want you to interlace your hands behind your head and the elbows are on the floor. So pushing the heels away, take a breath in. And as you exhale, squeezing your bottom, so it might just lift a millimeter or so off the mat. Lovely. And then breathe in, come back to the floor. Keep pulling the toes back on the feet. That's it. And exhale, squeeze the bottom again. Now you might not lift off the ground. Just tighten the buttocks if you can't do that. Inhale, come back. Let's do one more. And exhale, squeeze the bottom strongly. Keep breathing out. Pull the toes back a little more, feel the backs of the legs lengthen, and then breathe in, come down. Lovely, just soften there for a moment. Take a breath. Try and relax the shoulders, relax the buttocks. We're going to squeeze up again in a moment, and then we're going to try and roll the hip right and left, without the feet rolling. So we're trying to isolate just into the hips. All right, so hands interlaced, toes are pulling back, feet are still nice and wide. Take a breath in and exhale, lifting the bottom again, squeezing the buttocks. Stay up there, breathe in. And exhale, try and roll your right hip down towards the floor. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, roll the left hip over. Breathe in, up. Let's try 6. So 1, 2, keep pulling toes back. 3, just the hips moving. 4, 5, and 6. Breathe in, come up to the center, and exhale, bring the bottom down. Bring your legs in, just give that a moment. So really isolating into the lower back there. We're going to squeeze into the back a little more. Now we're bending the knees up and then dropping the knees out so the feet come together. All right, so knees are wide, soles of feet touching. And we're going to interlace the hands behind the head again. So feel the big toes touching each other. Notice the little toe side of the feet. Little toe side of the feet are touching as well. Excellent. So hands are again interlaced behind the head. We're going to squeeze the bottom a little bit off the floor. So take a breath in. As you exhale, squeeze, tighten the buttocks. Now when we lift the bottom, even just a millimeter, we don't want the knees to lift up. So really try and isolate again into the buttocks. Inhale, soften back to the floor. Really relax the knees and the thighs. And exhale, squeeze the bottom, just the buttocks moving, the knees stay nice and wide. Inhale, come back. Let's try 2 more. Knees are soft. Exhale, squeeze. Press the feet together a little bit. Make sure the feet are touching. Inhale, soften. Let's try 1 more. And exhale, squeeze the bottom. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And then gently coming all the way back. Lovely stuff. All right, so bring the knees back together. And we'll just gently pull the knees towards the chest and just hold and breathe for a couple of breaths. Trying to soften through the lower back. Let the spine lengthen naturally. Feel the belly expand with the breath in. And as you exhale, just let the belly soften. Maybe the belly button draws in slightly. Just feeling that gentle rise and fall with each breath. Good stuff. All right, so let's keep hold of the knees. Take a breath in. And exhale, pulling the head up towards the knees. Breathe in, bring the head back. And exhale, squeeze. Try to keep the shoulders soft. 1 more breath in. And exhale, we lift, and then we're going to rock and roll along the spine a couple of times and come up to sitting. All right, so taking the feet off to one side now. So I've got my right leg in front here and my left leg behind. You might have the opposite, but the back foot is turned away. The front foot is touching the thigh and the knee here. And we're just going to open the sides a little bit. So hands interlace behind the head. Just breathe in, bring your elbows in. And on the exhale, take them back. Open the chest. Now keep the elbows back. Big breath in as you try and lift up through the spine. And then exhale, taking the elbow to the outside foot. Feel this side here stretch and open as the elbow lifts up to the ceiling. Breathe in, come up. And exhale, going over, stretching through that side body. Keep pulling the elbows back. Inhale, come up. And exhale over, making sure this bottom elbow is coming to the foot and not creeping forwards to the knee. Inhale up, let's do 8 a little faster. So 1, we just throw. 2, big movement. 3, inhale up, exhale. 4, 5, keep going. 6, 2 more. 7, and 8, and coming up. Fantastic. All right, give the shoulders a quick little roll if you need to. Take the legs the other way now. So now I've got my left leg here in front. My right leg is going back with the foot pointing away. And this front foot is touching the thigh and the knee. Hands again interlace. Let's breathe in, squeeze the elbows. Exhale, pull them back. Keep the elbows back. Big breath in as you try and lift up through the spine. And exhale, slowly going over. Keeping the elbows pulling back. Softening into it. Breathe in all the way up. And exhale over. Feeling this side here stretch and open as the elbow drops towards the foot. Inhale up, 1 more slowly. And exhaling over. Again, checking that elbow isn't coming forwards. Pull it back towards the foot. Good. Breathe in up. Let's do 8 faster. So 1, we just want to throw. 2, inhale up. Exhale, 3. 4, big breathing. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. All right, letting the arms go. Again, quick little roll through the shoulders. And we're just going to curl up into child's pose just for a couple of breaths. So knees slightly apart, head comes to the floor, hands down by the feet. If your head doesn't quite touch the mat, then please rest on your fists like this. 1 fist on top of the other to make a little tower for your head. Otherwise, head stays on the floor with the arms down beside you. And just take a couple more breaths here. Breathing into that side body that we just stretched and opened. Relaxing and letting go with each out breath. Lovely stuff. All right, and then slowly curl yourself up. Coming all the way up. Lovely. And we're just going to come onto our tummy now. So onto the front. Ooh, coming down. All right, so we're just going to squeeze into the back either side. So bring your hands in beside your chest. Just going to turn around a little bit. Hands in beside the chest. Just noticing they're not right up here near your head. They're sort of more shoulder, mid-chest level. All right, and we're going to turn the right knee out to the right and the left leg is straight. Okay, so draw the elbows back. Take the forehead to the floor. Take a breath in. And just exhale, lifting the head and the chest. Keep those elbows tucking in. I'm not pushing with the hands yet, but we just want to feel the back start to work. Breathe in, come back. Try to relax on the breath in, and then exhale, squeeze elbows, lift the chest, feel the back engage. Lovely. Inhale, come down. Just 2 more like that. Exhale, squeezing up. Keeping the neck long, so don't pull the chin forwards too much. Allow the spine to lengthen. 1 more breath in, come down. And exhale, squeeze. Keep those elbows tucked in. Feel the back working. And then breathe in, come back. And just soften, release. Take the legs out. And then we're going to swap to the left knee out to the side. Alright, so forward on the mat, elbows tucking in, take a breath in, and exhale, lifting up. So hands are just there for support, we're not pushing down. Inhale, come back down, and exhale, lifting up off the floor. Keep those elbows squeezing, just allow the back to lift you up. Inhale, down, 2 more like that. Exhale, squeezing up, big breath out. Inhale to the floor, try and relax as you breathe in. And then exhale, squeezing up, breathing all the breath out. And then inhale, coming down. All right, unravel that leg. Just let your arms go for a moment, let your head go. You can turn the toes in and let the heels roll out. Taking a couple of breaths there. We're going to do an extension of that where we push all the way up. If you find that's too strong, then just do the one we just did. Alright, so hands come back again. Right knee out to the side. Hands around the sort of shoulder, chest area. Tuck the elbows in. Lengthen through your straight leg. Just take a breath in there. And breathe out, relax and soften. Lovely. All right, big breath in. And now exhale, pushing down with the hands coming all the way up. Good. And then inhale, come all the way down. And exhale, press down with the hands. Now really notice where your shoulders are. We don't want them crunching up to the ears. Press them down. Feel the chest open. Inhale, come back. And exhale, pressing down. If you want to, you can start to even look up to the ceiling if that's a possibility. Otherwise, just keep looking straight ahead. And then breathing, come back. Let's do 1 more. And exhale, lifting, arms pressing down, shoulders rolling back. Possibility of looking up to the ceiling. And then breathe in, coming down. All right, so swap the legs over. Taking your left knee out, we're going to do the same thing now on the left side. But let's just get ourselves ready. So big breath in here. Exhale, relax, softening the body. Take a big breath in. And now exhale, pressing down to lift up. Make sure the shoulders aren't around your ears. Breathe into the floor. Exhale, squeeze, elbows tucking in, press through those hands, feel the front of the body stretch, feel the back squeeze. 2 more, breathing, come back. And exhale, lifting, hips are dropping, arms are lengthening. Lovely, 1 more breath in. And exhale, pressing up, push through those hands, shoulders rolling back and down. Good, and then gently down. Again, just let your legs go. Let your arms go. Relax there for a moment. Take a breath. Feel the back expanding with the breath. Let it soften as you breathe out. Good stuff. All right, bring your hands back beside you. We're going to press up and just take, again, a couple of breaths in child's pose before we move on. So curling up, hands down by the feet or resting on your fists if you need to. Softening as you breathe out, relaxing. Filling everything up with the inhale. And letting go with the breath out. Very nice. All right, so moving on, let's curl up slowly again. So after squeezing into the back, that's going to allow us to open it up a little bit more when we try our forward bend. But to help with that process even more, we're just going to work and open up through the backs of the legs. So I want you to reach over onto your right foot and just lift the foot up off the floor. And make sure this Achilles tendon is stretching. And we're just going to use the other fist and tap the back of the thigh with the fist. So using a bit of a self-massage technique here to loosen the muscles, to bring some fresh blood into the muscles as well. Alright, tapping there, and then we're going to tap into the calf now, up and down, the fleshy part of the calf, feeling where there might be some sore points along there. Good, and then let's just do up and down the whole leg. Couple of times. Keep breathing, of course, very important. Lovely. All right, and then let that go. Let's bend and grab the left foot now, pulling the toes back, we're tapping the thigh, feeling that, bringing some fresh blood and energy into the thigh. Good, and then the calf area, up and down, a couple of times. Good, and then we'll do the whole leg, up and down, the back of the leg. Excellent stuff. All right, bring that down. So now we're going to turn one knee out to the side. So I'm going to start with my right knee out, and the right foot is just cupping the left knee joint here. We are going to interlace the hands in front of the chest. Now just notice as you do this, if the shoulders are kind of tight, see if you can relax the shoulders down the back. It's very common. And we want to pull the toes back on this straight leg so the foot isn't pointing forwards, and we don't want this knee to lift up. So really focus on the back of the knee pushing down and the toes pulling back. Now for some of us, if we're beginning, we haven't done a lot of this yoga before, that can be quite strong, but just do your best. All right, so taking a breath in here. On the exhale, we want to extend, push the hands towards the foot and lengthen through the back of the leg. Breathe in, coming up, and exhale, extending forwards. Good. Breathe in, up. Let's do 8 faster. 1, 2, inhale up, exhale, 3, toes back, 4, with the breath, 5, 6, draw the belly in as you go forwards. And 8, lovely. All right, so we'll swap sides over. So left knee out to the side now. And your knee might be up here. It might be really tight through your hips. There's some hip classes that I've got. You can try those out if you need to. All right, so again, hands interlaced. Notice if this knee is lifting, really try and push the heel away and pull the toes back. Relax those shoulders. Take a breath in. And exhale slowly first, just breathe out, pushing the hands to the foot. Maybe the hands go past the foot, that's great if they do. Inhale, come up, and exhale forwards. But just see how you go, don't bend the knee to get the hands further. Yeah, that's a common error. Inhale, come up, and let's do 8 more. 1, with the breath. 2, inhale up, exhale, 3, squeeze the belly. 4, 5, big breathing, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8, fantastic. All right, let the legs go. Give them a little jiggle if you like. Excellent. All right, so we're going to stretch and open the side body now, which we started before when we did these ones to the side. We're just going to take that a little bit stronger now. So bring your right foot or your left foot in right into the center here as best you can. You can adjust your bottom if you need to. And you want to grab onto this straight leg. Now if you can't reach your foot, that's okay. You can just hold onto the leg somewhere that's comfortable. If you want and you have a belt or something handy, you could in fact loop that over the ball of your foot and hold onto that. Okay, because we do want to pull these toes back on this straight leg. So I'm going to hook my fingers around my big toe, and then the other hand is just resting on the knee here. We're going to take a breath in and exhale, take that arm up to the ceiling. And I want you to turn the palm towards your head. As you breathe in, try and stretch and lift. Imagine someone's pulling your fingers or your wrist up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, we're taking the arm over, getting a nice big side stretch. Try not to do this or this. Keep the arm up and straight. Inhale, come up. And exhale, coming over. Imagine again, someone's pulling your fingers away. Breathe in, up. Let's do 6 more. 1, 2, big breaths. 3, inhale up, exhale. 4, 5, and 6, coming up. All right, swap the legs around to the other side. Adjust your bottom as best you can. Grab what you can. Now I'm going to demonstrate using the belt on this side. So I've just got the belt under the toes on the ball of the foot there. I'm holding with the hand underneath to get a good grip, and I'm pulling on that belt so that my Achilles tendon is stretching and the toes are pulling towards me. All right, so big breath in. Arm is lifting up, stretch it up to the ceiling, and exhale, coming over. Breathe in, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, coming over. Good, breathe in, up, let's do 6 faster. 1, 2, nice big breathing. 3, 4, arm is straight. 5, and 6, fantastic. All right, letting that go. Now we're going back to that first side. So this time we're going to hold and breathe with wherever we get to. So we're either holding the toe or the ankle or the shin, doesn't matter. And we're going to hold and breathe with the arm above the head. So taking a big breath in there, and just exhale, try and relax. Beautiful. All right, so breathing in, arm rises up, stretch out through those fingertips, and then exhale, coming over. And now I want you to stay here and breathe. So breathe through your nose, close your mouth. As you breathe in, feel the arms stretch. And as you exhale, just soften into the side body. Now notice we're not twisting to the floor. Keep twisting to face the screen if you're looking at the screen. But not looking up, not looking down. Breathing in, stretching and lengthening from the fingertips all the way to the hip. And then exhale, just softening into it. This bottom shoulder, trying to allow it to come forward slightly. Breathe and extend and lengthen the arm. Exhale, softening into it. Let's try one more. Big breath in, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Good, and then coming back up. Lovely work. All right, we're going to go to the other side. So swap those legs around again. Okay, so foot is up near the center, other leg is straight. You can also do this with the belt if you wanted to. I'll demonstrate on this side. So holding underneath. I'm holding underneath so I can bend the elbow and actually hook it onto the inner knee, and that's going to allow me to stretch and lengthen a little bit more. So let's just breathe in, reach the arm up to the ceiling, and then exhale, taking the arm over. All right, so breathing in here, stretch those fingertips. As you breathe out, just soften and lengthen. Try to breathe through your nose if you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Bottom shoulder isn't pulling away, keep it in line. Breathe in, lengthen again. Exhale, soften. Make sure that arm isn't bending. Try and stretch from the fingertips to the hip. And again, big breath in, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, softening a little further. Lovely, and then letting that go. So we're not going to rest just yet. We're going to just work a little bit more dynamically. So legs are out straight in front of us. We're going to take our arms out in line with our shoulders. So again, we want to pull those toes back. We're going to breathe in and just lean back. Keep the chin tucking in, feel the belly engage. And then exhale, extend your fingers forwards, look towards your fingers, feel the back stretch. Inhale, come back, hold the breath in. Feel the power in the belly. Now pull the toes back more if they can. And then exhale, keeping the toes back, stretching forwards, trying not to bend those knees. Breathe in, leaning back, hold the breath in. Trying to create some pressure in the belly. Shoulders are relaxed, they're not up here. And then exhale forwards, squeeze the belly in as you move forwards. 2 more, inhale, come back. Hold it in, chin to the chest, belly holding you there, pulling the toes back strongly. Keep the toes back now as you exhale, throw yourself forwards, looking forwards. Let's do 1 more, big breath in. Hold it in, shoulders are soft, belly is strong, toes are back. Excellent stuff. And then exhale, lengthen forwards, noticing that maybe you got a little bit further. And then gently lie down, we'll have a rest now. Give that a moment for the body to integrate all the work you've done so far. Nice, slow, low breaths in the belly. The belly, the sides of the body and the back all working together now. Consciously feel your arms and legs relaxing. Lovely stuff. Alright, so we're just going to do a quick little twist before we come up again. So take your right arm out, bend your right knee up, reach around with your left hand, take your breath in, and as you exhale, pull that knee across gently, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, resting the right foot on the left leg somewhere, and then breathe in, come up, we'll let that go. This time the left arm goes out, the left knee bends up, reach around with your right hand, take your breath in, and exhale, knee goes across the body, twisting, breathing out, relaxing into it. Good, and then coming all the way back. Lovely stuff. All right, so let's grab the knees 1 more time, pulling them in, relax the shoulders, take a big breath in there, and as you exhale, pulling your head towards your knees, maybe you can get a little bit closer. Breathe in, come back, and exhale, we lift. 1 more breath in, and exhale, rocking and rolling now a couple of times, and coming all the way up to sitting. All right, so we're going to do a seated sequence where we start with the hands pushing down, then we're going to take the arms up, and then we're going to stretch forward and hold our forward bend. So we're going to hold each pose for a few breaths and to see how we go. So like I said at the start, there's many ways we can work on improving our forward bends. This is just one example of that. So hopefully you get some improvement. Do this regularly, every day for a week, 2 weeks, and you will definitely see an improvement. Okay, so let's start with the hands by the hips. Now make sure they're not behind you or too far forwards. So really, and you could even put your hands just in the crease of the thighs and slide them down, and that's where they get stuck to the floor. I want to push the hands down, feel the spine lift up, and I'm just going to get you to relax your feet this time. And I want you to focus on the backs of the legs pushing down into the floor and the kneecaps drawing up into the thighs. So breathing and holding there. Let's breathe through the nose. Find a point in front of you, so your spine is lifting. We're not looking up or down, we're looking straight ahead at a point in front of us. The chin is slightly tucking in. Breathing, pressing down through the hands, feel the spine lift. As a result, the belly is going to draw in and up. Focusing on the legs, backs of the legs into the floor, kneecaps pulling up into the thighs. Couple more breaths through the nose. Try and get the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Lovely stuff. All right, so keeping those legs engaged, let's take a breath in. And on the exhale, the arms sweep up. And we're going to hold and breathe here. So again, the feet are just relaxed, the backs of the legs pressing down, the kneecaps pulling up into the thighs, the hands are shoulder width, fingers aren't spreading, fingers are together, palms are facing in, chin still tucking in slightly as the spine lifts up nice and tall. Strong breaths into the belly, in and out through your nose. Belly squeezing in with the exhale. Spine lifting on the inhale. Good. All right, so take a big breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to pull the toes back and reach forward and grab what you can, whether that's your toes, your ankles, your shins, your knees, whatever you can reach and hold onto. Now again, we're just going to hold and breathe. Tuck the chin in slightly to keep the neck lengthening, so we're not pulling the chin forwards. Spine is in a nice straight line. And now notice where your knees are. If the knees are bending up, see if you can gently press the back of the knees to the floor. Feel the spine lengthen as you breathe in. And as you exhale, pull the toes back more, feeling the chest coming closer down to the legs. Breathing in to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, folding forwards. Now you might not get very far. The belly is trying to get to the thighs, the chest is trying to get to the knees, and the head is trying to get to the feet. But don't do this where we're curving over. Really allow the length. Let the shoulders soften. Breathe strongly into your belly. I'm going to hold a little bit longer, feeling the length through the backs of the legs. Elbows gently bending either side of the legs towards the floor. Pulling the toes back strongly. Crown of head getting closer to the feet. Belly to the thighs. Chest to the knees. Head to the feet. Shoulders soft, toes are back. Couple more breaths, that's it. Just allow the body to soften and lengthen. The longer we hold, the more the body starts to respond. Belly drawing in and up as you breathe out. Exhale, lengthening, softening, folding. Lovely stuff. All right, gently coming out of that. Well done. All right, so we're going to come right up and over onto the hands and knees again, like where we started. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a breath in and exhale, lifting, squeezing, tucking up. Good. This time we're going to breathe in and go the other way. So inhale to look up, squeeze the back, push through the hands, hold the breath in. And then exhale, draw the belly up, tuck the head under, push through the hands. Lovely, one more each way. Inhale, looking up, hold the breath in, squeeze the back strongly, feel the throat stretch, push the hands into the floor. And then exhale, strong breath out, tucking under, belly to the spine, pushing through the hands. All right, and we're just going to walk the knees through the hands, lie down on your back, and just give yourself a minute here to let everything soften before moving on with your day. Always important to give your body some time to integrate the work you've done. Perfect opportunity in Shavasana to do that. So arms beside you, palms rolling up, legs are out straight. Try not to have the legs too wide. About shoulder width is good. Breathe down into the belly. Softening the muscles of the back. Allowing the breath to flow deeply into your body. Lovely stuff. Alright. So you can stay there longer if you like. Up to you. But otherwise we can just gently pull the knees to the chest once more. Take a breath in. Exhale, lifting up, rocking and rolling. And maybe do 4 or 5 rocks this time. And just give the back and the spine a bit of a massage. And then we come up to sitting to finish. Sitting however's comfortable. I like to kneel, but you can sit however you like. Let the shoulders relax. Just close your eyes here for a moment as you breathe a couple more times. Finding that stillness, that centered feeling in the deep belly. And let's take a big breath in. Arms come up. Exhale down. Inhale to rise. Exhale down. One more big breath in. And exhale, hands to the chest in prayer pose. I'm getting a bit confused now. So elbows are out to the sides, palms are together. Feeling the middle fingers pressing gently as the spine lifts up nice and tall. Just focusing your mind into your belly, into your back. Feeling the work you've done on your forward bend in this session. Hopefully, if you continue to practice this class, you'll notice some significant progress in your ability to bend forwards. Alright, so thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Bye for now.